on? I'm live? Oh, I'm live. Okay, good. We're back here with another episode of MITA Unshackled, introducing you to some of the movers and shakers and just goddamn cool people in the Arizona cannabis industry. It is another amazing, look at it. Does it not look like ESPN Game Day here?
It is.
I want bobbleheads next time. I want signs. It's going to be awesome. But so MITA Unshackled, obviously, we're here to teach you about the industry, share with you knowledge about the industry, and so you can meet some of the really cool people. And walking by here, well, first of all, let me reintroduce my co-host with the most.
Hello, guys.
This is George, the owner of Pure 5, some of the finest extraction machines in the world. European made, East European manufactured, distributed globally. Are you familiar with Pure 5?
East European manufactured? No. Where are they manufactured?
Yeah. They manufacture in Bulgaria. Bulgaria is famous with essential oils. So about 80% of rose and lavender oil is coming out from there.
No kidding.
So yeah, long history. 25% extraction.
Are you from Bulgaria?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
10 years in cannabis.
I think, isn't Ruben's from Bulgaria?
Yeah, no, this is co-merged and then now Pure 5. He sells hundreds and hundreds of big extraction machines.
It's incredible.
So this is how I work. We're having lunch on Sunday. He says, Dimitri, I'm a famous extractor. I'm a scientist. I sell a lot of machines. People should know me. I said, well, I could use a co-host on Wednesday night. So join.
And here you go.
You can talk about your children or anything you want to. But first, I want to talk about Vikki and Tim, old friends from the cannabis industry who are here tonight. I want to hear what they're doing nowadays, about their adventures, what they think of MITA, and then talk about life and whatever they want to talk about. Share some of the knowledge that you should be having and getting here at MITA. Tim, tell us about yourself and your journey in cannabis.
Okay, well, I mean, sure.
Ladies first.
I was going to say, she's way more interesting than I am.
See, I went to high school with this guy, and he got all the girls.
Vikki is a queen in cannabis. I mean, I can't go before her.
Clearly, I'm taller, I'm better looking, but he's a gentleman.
You understand? We went to high school together.
I know.
We've known each other a million years.
Yeah.
Well, hi, I'm Vikki. I made my journey into cannabis. I've only been in cannabis for just shy of 2 years. I spent 15 years with Hallmark greeting cards. So I made this jump into cannabis as a leap of faith. Best decision of my life. Women, get into cannabis. It is an incredible business. I have started off with Trulieve. I've been with Trulieve for the entire time I've been with cannabis, and I've just now evolved into another role with the company Venom.
So by the time this is getting released next week, so next week you are transitioning.
Yes, next week, Monday will be my first day, so I'll be 4 days into it by the time this is out there. So I'm with Venom, and we are doing a lot of amazing new things. We're an OG in the business, been around forever.
Let me see some of the Venom product over here.
Yes.
I'm very familiar. I grew up with the Venom product.
Yeah, actually, it was the very first vape pen I found in my high school son's room a million years ago. And so I'm coming all full circle. Now I'm going to be selling it.
So you're not with Trulieve anymore?
No, I gave my notice
just
recently.
God, I just emailed you today.
Yeah, well, I still have it. But yeah, but next week when we look at this, I will not be. I'll be the director
at Cannabis, just like that.
With all respect to your past, shout out to Trulieve.
Yes,
Vikki,
I love them.
Vikki did a great job out over there, and they have a massive presence in Arizona.
They do.
We love Trulieve.
Very much.
And Vikki is now with Venom, and it's wild because this was like one of the second vape lines in Arizona.
Yeah, it was.
And Venom is in like 80% of the Arizona dispensaries.
Yes, and they still are. We just are expanding. We've got some new products coming out, new team on board. Really making some changes that are being fantastic for consumers, that the OG Venom that everyone loves.
And you can't talk about the new products yet. We'll talk about them in April.
We'll be launching them, yes, for 420.
Okay, but you'll be back here.
Yes.
I don't think, we're going to do the podcast out of MG Unpacked that week, so we're not going to have the podcast here. But back on the podcast, you guys are invited to always jump on. In May, walk by, bring some product, jump on the podcast, talk about it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So somebody else, same thing, offer stands to anybody with a brand out there. Walk by the podcast, let us know what you want to talk about. Tell us your great stories. George has one question always. Are you using Pure 5 extraction machines?
I would ask that question of my director of operations who's behind me, but neither one will come on camera. But we are big Robbie's Venom extracts. So, and we're extracting
I'm absolutely sure that you have the best pen and we have the best extract. Always we can find in the common.
Marry those two.
And folks, that's Jason Vidotti in the background over there. Yeah, it's like celebrity sighting around here.
Wait, does Jason want my earpiece?
Old
Yeah,
school.
no, we don't, he doesn't do interviews. He's like the magical man of mystery that does things. So Tim, we don't know anything about you yet. Who the hell are you?
I'm just your friend from high school, from Tucson.
No,
So-
you're a mover and a shaker.
In 2008, we're in 2023 now. So in 2018, Dimitri, he'd been trying to get me to come to MITA. I finally came up here, and he introduced me to Vicente Fox, and I speak Spanish.
President Vicente Fox.
Former president of Mexico.
That's how I roll. I roll with presidents.
He does, and I was impressed. I'm like, geez, Dimitri, you really kind of moved up.
Presidents and Bulgarian glassmakers.
And it wasn't just introducing. He was there for 3 days, and we went to different meetings and got to know him. And by the end of that time, he invited Dimitri and me down to his hacienda in Guanajuato to help them work on their legislation and organizing things. And
Mexico is still happening. Give it another year. Big commercial regulated market structure going to happen in Mexico.
Yeah.
Everybody's excited
Yeah.
about it. But go on, tell us about your
things,
journey.
things got postponed for a couple of years. So I came back, and then in 2019 worked at the Arizona Dispensaries Association here in Phoenix, which is the group of dispensary owners who
Tim ran the ADA.
He did.
that was in 2019, and the dispensary owners got together and they contributed $6 million. They wrote Prop 207. They did the polling, interviewed the stakeholders. Well, I mean, we hired some people to help us with that work.
Right.
Got all the signatures, and then COVID hit, wham, in March of 2020. And nobody could get signatures. You can't go to people's doors and get it. So all of the ballot propositions failed, except ours, because we already had all of our signatures. So
Right.
by the time COVID hit,
Good job.
Prop 207 had all the signatures. It passed. I'm sorry, I'm going really
No.
slow here.
You're so talking about the initiative. I mean, it was very exciting times. But what is Tim? So you're a consultant now.
So now
I know
I'm
you're
in
helping
Tucson.
flower
I got
brands.
2 great kids. I work as a cannabis consultant, and what might be interesting is having my finger on kind of what's going on right now in the industry, and it's a little bit scary about the price
A flower,
That's good.
yes.
of flower dropping, because I help a lot of cultivators get started, and so I get them a license through
Yes.
Trulieve, for example. It's what I was
Yes, we
emailing
work
you
together.
about.
Yes, we just
We
been
work
working
with her
together.
all the time.
The flower was amazing,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Thank
So
you.
amazing
And-
flower.
Fantastic flower, but how do you sell it without a brand? And so there are a lot of challenges. You have to give away a lot of product. You come to a place like MITA, and you're giving away a lot of product to consumers, to bud tenders, so that they know you.
Don't
Yes.
don't kick the thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get
It's
very
his
excited.
long legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So-
Dimitri.
And by the way, there's nothing scary about this. Follow me here.
Okay.
Fear is the mind killer. I must not fear.
Right. All I'm saying is that in the flower market, if you're going to be a cultivator, have things dialed in. There are other aspects of the industry that are, we need transportation, we need sales. Everybody needs sales and distribution. We need, lots of other things. But
To make your margins, you need to extract.
extraction.
Yes.
We need quality product, right?
Right
Exactly.
now,
From
actually,
Arizona.
extraction is
Market.
incredibly important with the price of flour being dropped so badly. Everyone's cogs are a little difficult.
Yeah.
Margins are small. So extraction and the right machinery is fantastic.
Yeah, market got wild on extraction. Started from Rick Simpson to distillates, now getting to shatter, and
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
amazing.
I remember the whole quote now. Let me just finish. I got a little thing here. Fear is the mind killer. I must not fear. Fear brings death and obliteration to the mind. I will let fear pass through me and by me as if it doesn't exist.
Is this another Yoda?
No, this
Yeah.
I'm just helping you. You said you were scared about the.
No.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
be
like written
scared.
on your bathroom wall, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you see my bathroom? It's written in my mind and my soul. This is what I get.
You
this is
are
why
the guru.
Look, I get away with a lot of shit until they catch up with me with that wooden cross that's trailing about 500
Oh.
yards behind. But guess what? Their burden is bigger than mine, so they can't catch me.
That's true.
Anyways, so back to Sim.
You know what I really do now is my focus is on government relations.
Yes.
So I work with the legislature and the Department of Health Services, our regulator, to try to smooth things over. And there's a lot going on. I mean, some really juicy bills. And we
There is.
have different parts of the cannabis industry lobbying for different bills. And so we're not entirely united, but it somehow works.
Yeah, no, Tim is an expert on cultivation, manufacturing, distribution, retail, the cannabis industry structures, legislation, the regulations, and all aspects of how the market and the economy works. So if you need any advice on that, you can give him a call.
And I
Absolutely.
would call him the connector.
Yeah,
He connects everyone.
but don't keep him around your ladies because he always wins.
You can look me up on Instagram, Sultan of Cannabis.
The Sultan. Yeah.
Don't tell my mom.
I use my bar joke. I cannot make my bar joke.
Oh yeah, you can.
No, that would be true. That's like triple X bar joke.
Later today.
Lady here.
Yeah, we'll leave it. We keep it at R. We keep it at R, and PG-13. So what do you think about my friends? George, you have not met Vikki and Tim before, have you?
No, I haven't.
Are
That's
you
first
impressed?
time. Absolutely.
Yes,
So you
love
have
it.
the best of the industry here. You have the flower industry and the best experience, the vapes.
Yep.
So
Extractions.
as an audience member, what questions? I mean, as a co-host, after you hear Vicki's story and Tim's story, what questions do you have for them?
I really need to know about your pen. What makes it so amazing that everybody buys it
There
out
you
there?
go.
Tell me.
Well, we're the OG for it. And our extraction levels have always been one of the best in the whole state. We have this wonderful reputation that brings it on. And honestly, if you want to know the process of our extraction, you have to give me a week because I haven't started.
And we're over here like doing this with
I
it.
know. Keep it in my head.
We're terrible models. Don't hire us as brand
So
ambassadors.
Venom,
A hand model.
you'll be able to check Venom out. How do people find Venom now? What's
They're in almost every single store right now. We have a very almost 80%.
Wow.
But we are also launching a whole new marketing plan. Our director of marketing, Adina, is here, and she's got some great plans. She refuses to come on camera. She's a camera shy. But we have some great marketing coming up, and we are going to just, Jake is the founder. He's been around for a long time. Jake Cohen. He created something before anyone else did.
Is there a website or an Instagram
Yeah.
that people can?
Yeah, I mean, give me a week and I'll know it.
I love it. That's so that people can find you on. And Tim, how do people find you?
Well, like I say, Instagram is Sultan of Cannabis.
Yeah, you said that already. Is that the best way?
Yeah. But I was going to say Venom. I remember Venom. I used to buy
Yes.
the Shatter.
Yes,
It
it's
was
fantastic.
$20
yeah.
for a thing. It was awesome.
It's absolutely affordable for the consumer with a great product.
Yeah.
So quick words. What do you guys think about MITA?
Love it.
The only place to be. This is where I started in the cannabis industry, and
Yeah,
It is so.
Forever.
Vicki, what do you think about MITA?
I love MITA. I went to my first MITA the first week I was hired on at True Leaf, and I've never missed one since. So
yeah, same here. I haven't missed one, I think, in 4 years.
it's important to connect.
Yes, from a bud tender with a dream
Yes.
to an owner with an exit strategy, building the infrastructure of the global cannabis industry together.
Well, everyone's busy. It's hard to find people. Like, it's hard for me to even find you and us to find each other. But you find everyone at MITA. And
Yes.
so you catch
That's
up
because
on
you're
all
so
your
tall.
work.
You can see them.
Yes, maybe that's why he wins.
That's why he wins.
And here I was thinking it might have been his
He
charm.
scopes them out first.
I don't know how he does that. So, folks, another couple great individuals here at MITA. Remember, Tim, and for the folks out there, fear is the mind killer. Let it pass through you. Blah blah blah.
Peace out.
Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. George, my co-host with the mostest, will be back with me from Pier 5. We're going to grab another couple individuals that are hanging around MITA and introduce them to you. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.